going to design the last component, which is this tab. And we have to make 3 variations. So let's read the design. We have this version which only has icon. This is also the same with different icon, and this has text, and this one is selected and this one is not. So what we're gonna do is make this, so when we are selecting the text design, we saved this one separately. It was different than this one because it had different letter spacing. And I'm just realizing that this works for signature, melts means this one, but this doesn't work for this, means we need to figure out what can we use here. So I'm gonna try regular, definitely not working. I'm gonna try combos, we can make it work. So let's do this, and I'm gonna try this. Only the color is different, right? All, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we have everything that we need. So I'm gonna keep this icon, place this one aside, place this here, place this here. Now I need to make sure the size is same. It is very small. In your design, try to make sure that you are using the icons of 24 by 24 size. And if you want to go up slightly smaller than that, just don't go below 20 by 20. It's just when you're getting started, don't experiment a lot. Just look for the best practices, and the best practices are go 20 by 20 or 20 by 24 by 24. So I'm gonna keep this here. Now you see what exactly is happening here. So there is a text and there is a line which shows that it is selected, and of course the color. The color for this is lighter, this much lighter, but this one is the full dark, and same goes for the icon. And there is some padding, so I'm gonna make that. Bring out a rectangle, place it right here, and see the width 11, it means 12, of course. Now I'm gonna do this. I am going to add a rectangle and gonna make sure that it is same height. Ignore this divider for now. Okay, this height is same, which means 2. I'm gonna place right below it, and in fact I should place it right here too, so I can verify the distance and spacing. So definitely not 2, means 4 we need. And I'm gonna push it 1 2 3 4 4 12 points in that direction, and then add 12 more points to this direction, means so on both sides this is 12 12, this has 12 padding. So you see there's a style, so I'm gonna add that style. I am going to add some roundness to the top ones. It looks right. And now I am going to add layout. What do you say? Auto layout. And I'm going to add some top padding because at the bottom we don't need any padding. So it is 24, so we can easily add 8 size. And if we want to, we can go a bit bigger than that, or we can leave the rest of the problem for the touch area for the spacing for now. But if you're working on your own components from scratch, from your own project, I again will say that don't go below 44 in height or width. At least one of them, it just explore, read more about it in material design. This work we are doing is just to make the almost exact copy of those designs, so we are compromising on a few details. And of course there is one more thing, since these are stills, static screens, so we are missing the detail when what happens when we press on it, and how much of this area and the impression is made. So which means that we might be missing a few details. So don't worry about it for in this exercise, but for your own work, just make sure don't go below 44 in for the sizing where something needs to be touched. Okay, so I place it here. I'm calling it tab. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a copy. So this one stays selected, and this one is not selected. So how do I make sure that this looks not selected? So I'm gonna copy this text, I'm gonna paste it, control V, so it will just simply apply all the setting that has been applied, formatting that has been applied on it. So if you want, you can like control V, simply control V. And if I want to paste without formatting, what I need to do is just add what do you say, control alt V, and then it won't be pasting any of previous formatting. So I'm going to remove this. So the problem now is that this needs to be 12 12 12. So we have to fix that. So I'm going to make it fill container, and then I am going to make it 12 12 padding. So just let's see what is happening here. Again, this needs to be fill container, and the padding needs to be 12 and 12. Now I need to make sure that this is, end to end. So I'm gonna do this thing quickly. So previously I added padding on the top. Now I'm going to make sure the padding is in both places, like top and bottom. Then I'm gonna select this. Okay, I didn't rename it. I'm calling it select lines or something, both of them. And what I'm gonna do is just plus, you can do it individually, this icon. So for absolute position I'm going to add this, and now I am going to align it here. It is now free of auto layout, we can place it anywhere and apply a few settings. And now one more thing that I'm gonna do is this. So when I write something else, it automatically resizes. So we have done the magic. We're gonna do the same to this one, and place right line, resize it, and apply the constraints, right constraints. Now for the non-selected state, we don't need it. We can either remove it or drop the opacity to 0, whichever way we want to go. Now for this one, I need to see how much distance we have in between these icons. So it is assuming that these icons all have some padding. This is 18. 18 means half of it will be this padding, sorry, padding for the search, and half of this will go with this, which means I'm gonna go with 8 to make it 16, because 18 is random. So placing it here, in fact, you know what, I'm just gonna make a copy of this, control X, and replace this. Make sure the size is now on fixed height, so if I replace something, it doesn't affect it. And the padding for this one is going to be 8 and 8. Perfect. We have all three variations. So I'm going to call this not selected. I'm going to call it icon only. So this, then we need this, and then we need this. Selecting all three of them, turning them into a component. Now what we need to do is the heading. If we want to rename them, reorganize them, we can do this like this or like this. So no need for that. Now we need text property. Doing the same, just selecting these, trying a slightly different approach here. So I'm just selecting one text here, and I am going to call it, let's same, I'm going to keep this the same, but yeah, calling this label. Now I didn't apply it here. There are plenty of reasons this situation can occur. So now what you are going to do is just select this, go here, and you see there is always already a property since we have previously created this. I'm just going to apply this, so it automatically updates to the same. So when a property is applied, the text stays the same. That is important. Okay, this, for this I need important to know, of course, and for this I need icon property. So instance property, I'm gonna call it icon swap property, I guess. And then I am going to add search. And by the way, you can do this too. Just remove it and just apply the property. It, you can still do the same things, but since we usually have like a lot of icons in our file, we, this practice is good. So let's try the different approach. We have been doing that a lot, so let's try the different approach. I'm not adding any preferred values, just keeping it this, calling it icon, and yep, this. We are done with our tabs. We just need to test them. So I'm gonna test it for this signature melts. It is resizing properly. If I need to make it selected, it looks like this. We can update the text anytime. Now I need icon only. So if I select icon only, I didn't select any preferred icons. I just need to change this icon. What I'm gonna do is just go here, so it will be a slightly bigger list to search from. So you can still, if you know the name, you can select one, select the name, right name, and yep, we are done. So we are done with the tab component. I am going to simply move it right here. In the same video, I'm going to create one more thing. So you see we are using a lot of dividers. For that, I am going to just take a line. So I hit L on my keyboard to draw this line, or I can just go here and click here from the rectangle drop down, bring line. And what is the color they are using? This is darker, 400. Yep. So they are using different two types of what do you say, dividers. One is this certain type. So this definitely is not a rectangle. Sorry, line. So I added a rectangle. What I'm gonna do is just give it a stroke, give it a size of 2. It is 2, right? Yep, it is 2. And for the stroke, I am going to choose this and probably place it in the center. uh, Ours is becoming a bit bigger, so I am going to reduce this. uh, okay, now it looks good. For the fill, I am going to go a bit lighter, this color. So now it looks like this. So these are the two uh, dividers that we need. One is this one, and the other divider, where did I just saw it? This is the same two color divider. This is not, this is not. Okay, we only need that one kind of divider. So I'm gonna remove this line and just make this end to end. 360, and I'm going to name it divider from the layers panel, and I'm going to make it a divider. Simple. For this, I'm going to apply, like after I've created the component, I am going to apply Shift A and then go select the layer and make it fill container. And yep, that's it. I'm going to place it. Control X. I can. It is easy to do. Control X and place it next to my. We can create a separate section or just place it here. And now we are done with our all of the components from here, and we will be seeing each other in the next video.